Board of Adjustment for the town of Ocean View is now in session. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we get started, as if you want to be a witness and you have something to say, approach the podium and state your name, and you'll be sworn in. So today we're meeting for an overview of application V463.
You have to swear him.
He's sworn in as a member of the board.
Eric is going to swear him in as a member of the board.
Okay, before we get started, swear in as a member of the board. Thank you.
Sorry, can you please state your name?
Eric Thornton.
Do you swear or affirm to carry out the responsibilities of office of the Board of Adjustment to the best of your ability?
I do.
You freely acknowledge that the powers of this office flow from the people that you're privileged to represent?
I do.
Do you further swear or affirm to always place the public interest above any special interests?
Yes, I do.
And do you respect the right of future generations to share in the rich historic and natural heritage of Delaware?
Yes, I do.
In doing so, will you always uphold and defend the constitutions of your country, your state, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You say that now.
Let me try this again. Since we have all the necessary things out of the way, I hope.
No.
So it's the, we're meeting,
Not yet. We have to reorganize.
right, anybody want to make a motion to approve the minutes from the,
No.
We have to
No,
reorganize.
before this.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, right, because the chair left, so you guys have to select the chair.
okay.
Looks like we did.
Clearly, this is the first time I've done this. I did not know I was going to be.
So the way it would be is, you're the vice chair, is that correct?
Right, yes.
Okay. So is there a nomination for a chair?
Anybody want to nominate a chairman?
Sue?
Been there, done that.
I nominate Greg Neuter.
I second that.
To be chairperson.
To be chairperson.
Of the board.
That's, yeah, I
Okay.
Okay.
All in favor? All in favor?
Ron, all
All in favor?
Raise your
Aye.
hand.
Okay.
passed.
Passed. So we have a chair, and we have a vice chair. We can get started. You want to just continue your duties for today?
That would be great.
Thank you, Counselor.
Good stuff now.
Okay. We have any other business before I read the application?
Approval of the minutes from last meeting.
Thank you for your patience. So we're here to hear the overview of application V-463. And Mr. Smana, would you present the application?
Mr. Lover will read it.
It's me today, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Application V463 has been submitted by the applicant and property owners Mark and Maureen Nicholson. It requests relief from Article 5, Section 140-35, which requires decks to adhere to the same front yard setback as the principal structure on properties owned R1, single-family residential, located at 21 Port Royal Road, PIDN number 94.73, and county tax map number 134-12-2118. The property owners wish to enlarge their existing front porch by way of a 4-foot by 20-foot deck extension. The front yard setback in the R1 single-family residential zone is 25 feet, as established in Article 5, Section 140-28 of the Town Code. As proposed, the deck extension would project approximately 3.5 feet into the required 25-foot front yard setback. A variance is outlined in Article 17 of Section 140-108 with the following definition. A variance is relief from the strict application of the provisions of this chapter when, owing to special conditions or exceptional situations, a literal interpretation of this chapter will result in exceptional practical difficulties to the property owner. Article 17, Section 140-108-G lists the required findings for the granting of a variance. Required findings pursuant to Title 22, Section 327 of the Delaware Code and applicable law, the Board of Adjustment shall determine whether each variance application meets the following criteria. 1. The variance relates to a specific parcel of land and the hardship is not shared generally by other properties in the same zoning district and vicinity. 2. The variance can be granted without substantial detriment to the public good. 3. The benefits from granting the variance would substantially outweigh any detriment. 4. Approval of the variance would not substantially impair the intent and purposes of the comprehensive plan or this chapter. And 5. All requirements for the granting of a variance under Delaware law. We have reviewed the application as the town and the Department of Planning and Zoning has the following comments. The application has received approval from the Architectural Review Committee of the Homeowners Association for the cottages. The department is in receipt of 5 letters from the adjacent property owners in support of the application. I should note that since the writing of our overview, we did receive an additional letter, so there are now 6 letters in support of the application. The proposed deck extension will not cause the maximum allowable lot coverage to be exceeded. Given the existing lot dimensions and character of the neighborhood, the department does not object to the variance request. Should the board choose to grant the variance, the department recommends including a condition that the deck extension remain uncovered in perpetuity.
Is there anybody that wishes to appear in support of this application or as a witness one way or the other? Yes, ma'am. Please approach the podium and state your name and wait to be sworn in.
Hi, Patty Mallon. I live in the cottages, and I am in support of their proposal to extend their deck. It's just so, I have the same porch, and it's so narrow, and it's even hard to maneuver on it. So I'm fully support his wanting to do that.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, well, you're good. One of you guys got to stand up. I got to swear you in. Can you raise your right hand?
Maureen Nicholson.
Ms. Nicholson, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholson, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mr. Lober pretty much gave all my notes.
So,
But we have been full-time residents in the cottages for 30 years. And for at least 10 of those years, I've wanted to expand this deck. And I retired this year, so now is the time to go ahead and expand the deck. This rock garden is unused space at our house. And it's going to be 4 foot by 14 foot is that rock garden space. We provided the survey that we just recently had done, and in that survey, it gives you the proposed deck extension in the survey. We provided the Architectural Review Committee from the Homeowners Association information, and in our development itself, we have 82 residential lots, and 28% of those homes have expanded their decks, or their porches, just because of the 4 foot, and it's not easily sat on. And we have the letters from the homeowners around our property that there is, they have no objections, and it would enhance our property and the community's property. That's pretty much it, unless somebody has any questions.
real quick, Ms. Nicholson, did you or your husband fill out something called the Board of Adjustment?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. Are those standards that you wrote there incorporated into your testimony here today?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you very much.
I have a question. In your application for variance that you filled out, I have a question about your response to 5B. You say, in response to, is the variance necessary to afford relief? You say, yes, to extend the front porch to alleviate the hazardous situation. Can you tell us what the
Sure.
hazardous situation is?
The porch is only 4 feet wide. So if you put a chair on the porch, and this was the whole reason this started, if you sit a chair on the porch and sit down, there is not enough room for somebody to walk around you.
Was a 4-foot porch installed by the original builder?
The
Built all
original
of them this
builders
way?
on every, yes, it was standard. That's why everybody is, not everybody, people are choosing to enlarge their porches. And that's what Ms. Mallon was talking about.
Okay, and when this expansion is done, what will be the actual dimensions of the deck?
It'll be 8 feet wide.
8 feet by 20?
By 20, yes.
This way we could have, if we wanted, a couple chairs and maybe a small table, and be a little bit safer trying to walk around it and not fall into the rock garden. And now that we're both, getting older, and she just retired and all, we like to use it more than what we've been using.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much the chairs are decorative at this point.
Now, the town is recommending, if we approve this, that we indicate that it should not have a roof
There will
on it.
never be a roof on
Never,
it.
not while we're there.
And I'm just wondering, why is that a concern to the town?
Because if it has a roof, it no longer qualifies as a deck. It qualifies as a porch, which is defined differently in the code, and those are not permitted in the front yards, and there would be no variance application potential.
Okay, all right, thank you for that.
I have a question too. The access to this new porch would be as it's in the diagram here, from the front of the porch or from the side? Okay, and the other steps would be removed, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be new
Okay.
steps put in. Actual new steps are going to be wider than what's there presently.
Okay.
But they'll be the same location?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yes.
So they will not extend further into the setback? They'll be on the side of the?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. The whole frontage is 20 feet. The deck will be 14 feet long. The steps are going to be 6 feet long.
So it's basically the same footprint. It's not going to be gone any further than what the sidewalk is or anything.
Just 4 feet more?
Just
into
4
the-
feet
Yes.
more, that's all. Yeah.
May I just follow up on one clarification? The ability not to be able to walk around with a hazardous situation, is that an exceptional practical difficulty for you?
Yes.
Any other board members have questions for the applicant?
Nope.
No.
Similar?
Mr. Semino?
I just want to add, for those of you who are not familiar with the college's community, the majority of the lots, the dwelling units on the lots of the cottages sit back away from the road. The lots are all pretty much the same size lots. Some of the dwelling units, and theirs happens to be one of them, are situated closer to the roadway, giving them less room for improvements, which has necessitated the need for this variance.
Thank you. Any other questions?
These homes were obviously built before we came up with the new codes, I'm assuming.
Some of these homes were built in the late 1980s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very established, actually the original name of this community was Wonderland when it came about.
Any other questions? Looking for a motion from the board?
I move approval of variance V463, 21 Port Royal Road, based upon the request of the homeowners and the approval of the planning department.
I'll second.
All in favor of granting the...
You should do a roll call.
Before you do that.
You should do a roll call each time. And then, state your reasons. Those reasons could be as simple. Remember, we were talking about this last time. There's reasons, could be as simple for the reasons that were presented by the applicant, and there was no objection, right? They've met all the standards and therefore that's an example of one we could give, which would be sufficient.
So I guess you start.
We'll start down here. Yes, I agree we should approve the variance. I think a 4-foot deck, in my mind, is certainly a hazardous situation and a reason for approval.
And has the applicant met all the standards in the code?
I believe so.
Thank you.
Okay. I also agree and approve and would be for the new, adding the extra 4 feet, just in deference to the space, so you have more room and more, it's probably a safety feature also.
And has the testimony that's been, do you find that the testimony that's been provided, that the applicant has demonstrated all the applicable?
Yes.
criteria?
Excuse me, yes, they have demonstrated through their speaking here before us, yes.
I concur with my colleagues, and I do believe that the applicant has met all the standards.
I also concur, and I do believe for an area variance, they provided enough proof to my satisfaction that they would not change the nature of the neighborhood or affect the neighboring properties, as evident by the testimony of one of your neighbors and the letters included in the application. Plus, the HOA has approved your application to do this. And I think if the variance is not granted, then we would be, there would be an exceptional practical difficulty created that would prevent you from adding the deck. So yes, I do concur.
I also concur with my colleagues. I think it's a very reasonable request. Met all the application standards and also based on the town's recommendation too. I think it's a very reasonable request. I also approve.
Okay, with 100% concurrence, we grant you your variance.
So I'm very new here, so I'm gonna have to give you what I normally say, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But usually there's a written decision that's put together, usually by the attorney, and then that's signed. And sometimes you guys do a written decision. Okay, so the variance is not final until final. In other words, the appeal period doesn't. It's final. The board voted, but it's not final. The appeal period doesn't start until that is filed in the office of the Board of Adjustment. Probably take it's Christmas, probably going to take us 2 weeks. We'll get that out to you in the mail, but it doesn't preclude you from moving forward or anything. It'll be filed in the office of the Board of Adjustment once it's signed.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So we didn't do one thing today, and I think we only have one application, but we didn't approve the minutes.
Yes.
That's right, we did.
So let's have
Next for next time. Well, whomever is the new, goes
Any
with-
new more, no further actions before the board?
Hold on. You need a motion to approve the minutes.
Yes, we'll put before. I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
No,
No,
Approve the
approve the
Approve
minutes.
the minutes. The minutes.
You make the motion. Go ahead.
I will make the motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay. You make a motion?
Yes.
And then that's a voice vote. All those.
All in,
all in
all in
favor?
favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Minutes are approved.
Yes. Gotcha. Now,
Make a motion to adjourn?
that was what I'll do. I second it. All in,
Aye.
Aye.
The chair can adjourn without a vote. So I think that-
Thank you.
oh, I am
Thank you.